Bubble bobble.
Maybe if they have that.
People continue.
Okay, that's a weird looking. This is a chair. Weird looking chair, I guess. He's wearing gray. Why is he wearing gray? I'm not really sure.
You know, my Ramones display, I'm pretty proud of that. I actually sold one of Johnny Ramone's guitars to get the down payment to buy the building. I was like, well, we have to build a shrine because I love the Ramones, great punk rock band. Because we're huge movie buffs, so, you know, Willow, Superman, X-Men. Terminator. When we were collecting machines, we wanted to think, what is going to propel these into the future? People love movies forever, so the majority of what we tried to keep was movie-related stuff. And of course, I mean, the poster collection stuff too, like the Revenge of the Jedi, that's extremely sought after there. If people don't know the story, when '82, when Return of the Jedi was being filmed, George Lucas called it Revenge of the Jedi, but then later decided a Jedi would not seek revenge, so they had to pull all those posters, and now the revenge stuff is extremely sought after. Yeah, which I was pretty happy to get that. But yeah, and yeah, I don't know what else to show you. I've got orange. I think the internet affected everything in a good and a bad way. It made interaction virtual instead of like in an actual arcade where you're there and you're having interaction with people face to face. Now you can interact with people over the internet. You can assume false realities. Toy collecting and things like that were drastically affected by the internet because we used to have regional rarity. You might have the only, let's say, rare Star Wars figure for 1,000 miles. Now it's global, so there could be 10 extremely rare figures at any given moment available. There's some pretty rare pieces in here that people hear about a lot of times. This here is the early bird set with double telescoping Luke. This is what kicked off action figures. This is the first action figures ever made. Action figures were, you know, 8 inches or 12 inches, and they resembled dolls. These were made for a younger generation that didn't, you know, the new generation didn't want to play with dolls. They wanted to play with action figures. So right there, that's like literally the first.
So let's do like one more.
Okay. I don't know what else I can show you. I can show you like these here are Captain Action. These are the first. This kind of goes along with the doll situation we were talking about. But Captain Action 1966. This is the first superhero figures ever made. And they're very cool because you would buy Captain Action, which is the action figure himself, and then these are little suits with rubber masks. And actually this here is one of the rarest. We haven't put him in the case yet, but as you see, it's just a little rubber mask, and Captain Action is under. So you can turn your Captain Action into any superhero that you want. And what's also interesting to point out is you'll notice that it's Marvel Comics and DC Comics. It's one of the only times they're able to license both for one. There were a couple other lines that did that, but this is definitely the first.